You remember? That last time, when I traveled back in time to prevent the planet's paralysis, I wasn't alone. There was another. What? Grapho, you didn't come to our world by yourself? That's right. I had a partner. We headed to the past together, but when we were going through the passage of time, we had trouble. We became separated. My partner should still be back in the world of the past. Even if I am eliminated, my partner will see our mission through to the end. My partner will prevent the planet's paralysis. Ha! Ha 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 ha! Hoo hoo hoo! Ha! What's so funny? Ha! So you claim someone went to the past with you. Incidentally, what's the name of your partner? Go on, say the name. Why has such a thing? Can't tell me. No, that's not true. My partner's name is Marv! My best friend! Your best friend?! What? What? Gravo, you said Marvin? Well, this is Marvin right here! What? You're Marvin? No! It can't be! It wasn't! The Marvin I know isn't a Pokemon. The Marvin that I know is a human. Bellaby, you're not getting away! Go! We're in! That's it! And they didn't catch her because she time traveled quickly. Yeah. Chapter 16, A New Dawn. This is... Irk. Huh? Marvin, where? Isn't this where I met you, Marvin? It's like that beach. So that means, could it be? No, it is. We're in the past. We're back in our world. Don't say our world. Hold on real quick. Don't say our world. This is your world. I come from the future. I'm from the future. This ain't my world. But either way, hey Slayers, I'm the one and only World's Coolest Sega Enthusiast, Sega Slayer 64, and welcome back to yet another episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Darkness. Yes, we did it, Marvin. Ugh. Hey, Gravile. This isn't our world. Look around. We made it home. Back to our world. This is not our world, so we did it. We made it through. Back to this world. Yup. This is where I met Marvin. Let's see. It was around here. This is where I found Marvin zonked out. Okay, guys, by the way, I'm going to actually not keep this two screens on. I don't think you guys need to see the top up there. That trip through time sent me into the Eastern Forest, and Marvin and I both reached your world far away from each other. Oh, that's right. There's a lot I don't understand, like the whole time travel thing. Can you explain it to us, please? Don't explain it to us. I don't need to know. But this isn't really the place to talk, so let's go to Wigglytuff's Guild and talk there. Before we went to the future, we trained there and lived there. It's the perfect place. Alright, let's go to Wigglytuff's Guild. Hey guys, let me ask you a question though, right? Let me know if you're thinking like I'm thinking. Leave a comment down below. Guys, start commenting as you're watching. I'll start asking you to comment. Leave your comments, because I'm actually curious, right guys? Don't you think that if we arrive back to the past through the exact same time thing, right, we should end up right before Wigglytuff's Guild even knows us? I don't know. Alright, let's go to Wigglytuff's Guild. Hold on. Will I be received if I go to the guild? After all, I'm a wanted outlaw in this world. If I went to your guild, won't everyone be shocked? Don't you think they'd try to capture me? Come to think of it, you're right. What to do? Oh, I know. There's a good place, but it will mean cutting through Treasure Town. It shouldn't be a problem if we lie low and sneak through. Lead the way. Alright, it's this way. Okay, I guess we're lying low and sneaking through Treasure Town. Ooh, there it is, the shark. Here we go. This cliff is known as Sharpedo Bluff. Sharpedo Bluff? Yup. I think they call it that because the cliff itself is shaped like a Pokemon named Sharpedo. As far as I can tell, nothing seems out of the ordinary. Imagine Dugtrio was here. It's down here. This is where I lived before I joined the guild. Go on, go in. Okay. Well, before we joined the guild, this is where M lived. So he actually did have a house beforehand. I see. This is a hollow chamber in the face of the cliff. Whew. I'm glad no one's wrecked this place. It goes to show nobody takes any notice of this place. It might be better if we stayed here for a while. Agreed. Well, hey, I guess this is our new home, boys. Sharpedo Bluff. I like it here. It's chill. Oh, there we go. So many freaking top 2 screen parts of the game. I hate it. But Marvin, I never expected you to be that very same Marvin. Bravo, can you tell us more about that? Yes, Marvin and I, we were jointly investigating the planet's paralysis. A Pokemon and a human. Paired together. Yeah, and Marvin had or has a special ability like no other. We relied on that special ability to investigate the planet's paralysis. It played a vital part. By special ability, you mean the Dimensional Scream, don't you? Exactly. But the Dimensional Scream has a drawback. The Dimensional Scream requires the presence of a trusted Pokemon partner. Without that partner, the ability can't be triggered. A trusted partner? That's why we work together. The Dimensional Scream is set off by triggers tied to places where the Time Gears are hidden. We needed to find out where the Time Gears were in the past. We needed the Dimensional Scream to accomplish that. Well, wait, hold on a second. You said that the Dimensional Scream is a trusted partner nearby. The Dimensional Scream was going off not long after we met. Your point? Doesn't that show you how much you two trusted each other from the start? Urk, when you put it like that, I mean, it's a bit embarrassing. In addition, Marvin developed amnesia. Upon meeting you, M, your partner had someone to turn to. Perhaps Marvin grew to trust you very quickly because of that. Oh, there's one other thing that I don't understand. Does the Dimensional Scream go off in relation to only Time Gears? Right. The opposite is also true. The Dimensional Scream is not triggered in places that aren't connected to Time Gears. Really? I don't remember it that way. Hey, Marvin, do you remember that time we went off near Drowsy? And during our first exploration, and there were other times too, we went to places that seemed to have nothing to do with Time Gears, but even in places like that, the Dimensional Scream went off, right? Are you sure? But that never happened in the future. The Dimensional Scream was never triggered by places that had no tie to Time Gears whatsoever. Well, if that's true, I don't know why it would work differently here. Perhaps things are just different in this world. Perhaps the nature of the Dimensional Scream is altered in the past. So in the future, the Dimensional Scream doesn't work in places that have no connection to Time Gears. Oh, that explains it. Maybe that's why that time when we were in the future and we touched the water, it didn't work. Your Dimensional Scream. Use your Dimensional Scream, Marvin. Touch this frozen water. Who knows? You may see something. Oh, I understand. That's true. It's worth a try. Touching that frozen water, it might give us clues about what's happening to us. We shouldn't waste any time. Though Sableye will catch up to us. Let's do this quickly. Marvin, touch the frozen spray of water. How's it going, Marvin? Can you see anything? No, I'm not sensing anything. Maybe I couldn't envision anything that time we were in the future because we were in a place that wasn't tied to any Time Gears. Maybe that's why my Dimensional Scream failed to work. Maybe Gravol is right about the future and the past being different, or different enough to make my Dimensional Scream ability work differently. Anyway, like I was saying, we were investigating the planet's paralysis. We used the Dimensional Scream ability to identify the locations of the Time Gears in your world while we were in the future. That's it. Here. A Time Gear's here. I see. Place the Drought Stone in Groudon's heart. That lifts the fog. Very well done. Good job, partner. So I'm gonna guess what actually was happening, right? Is the Dimensional Scream was just kind of making me remember stuff from the future, you know? After identifying the locations of where the Time Gears would be in the past, we took the passage of time. That brought us from our world in your future to this world. However... Whoa! Whoa! Are you okay? No. Don't let go. I don't know if you guys remember this. This was the very beginning of the game. How many of you guys... It's been so long. It's been honestly so long. How many of you guys remember episode 1? It's been almost a year, if not a year. I can't remember if I started the series back in May or March, but you'll see, of 2024. You'll see it up on screen the precise day I started it. But it was a long time ago, man. It's been almost a year, if not a year, like I said. This was the very beginning of the game. No, don't let go. Just a little longer. Come on, hang on. No, I can't. Hold on. Wow! Who let go of who, though? Was it me who let go of Gravile, or Gravile who let go of me? We encountered turbulence while we were traveling through time. Thus, Marvin and I became separated. For some reason, Marvin got amnesia and was turned into a Pokemon. I can only guess that it had something to do with our accident while traveling in time. I came from the future, and not just that, I came with the mission of preventing the planet's paralysis? I don't know, it seems so outlandish. It doesn't feel real somehow. I don't understand, right? So I can believe 100% that I was once a human. I have the ability to read the future and the past, right? A mysterious ability that will let me see through time both ways, right? I have this random partner. I've been to the future, okay? And I still can't believe that I've come from there? I don't know. It just seems a little weird to me. So Marvin, you may not remember any of this, but you were my closest friend. I worried about you when we were separated. I'm glad to see you are safe. Your appearance may have changed, and though you have lost your memory, you are still you, and none of this alters the fact that you remain my friend. Oh Marvin, I'm glad to see you again. I'm glad to see you too, Gravile. Now, we have to decide on our course of action. Like I've told you before, I'm going to collect the time gears again. What are you going to do? I'm going to collect them with you. I mean, we are partners. I'm a bit worried about how the time stops in the region where its time gears removed, but that's really a temporary thing. That's right. As soon as the time gears are set in place at Temporal Tower, time will be restored to its normal state everywhere. Well then, we'll go too. We'll go with you, Gravile. Taking the time gear will cause trouble for Pokemon that live in that area, but we have to stop the planet's paralysis. Okay then, we'll go together, but the hour is late. We're also exhausted from all the running we've done. We should rest up tonight. We'll leave in the morning. Hey, I was going with him anyway. I didn't care what M was saying. I was going with him anyway, but that's just me personally. M isn't here. Maybe outside. Gravile is just gonna get up. Oh, him or Gravile and M gonna have like a 1-to-1 or something without me? That's rough, man. How are you guys gonna leave me behind? What's the matter? Can't sleep? Yeah, just thinking. Thinking about Dusknoir. No, not that. Sure, finding out we were being duped really hurt, but hearing what you had to say earlier, Gravile, it made me realize that what Dusknoir said in the future was really true. It made me understand that Marvin really did come from the future. I was thinking about things like that. Hey, look, Gravile. Sunlight. It's sunrise. I placed it right. I got it. Well, that's so clean though, man. I swear. I'll tell you guys what, man. The Mystery Dungeon series has some of the most beautiful DS visuals ever. Look at that 2D artwork. It's honestly fire. Like, I'm gonna be real, I kind of wish the series would return to this. It's been mostly it's been not even mostly, it's been all 3D since the Wii games, right? And like, I don't know, I don't agree with that. I kind of like the 2D beautiful art style like this. It looks so good. It's pretty, isn't it? Yes. Maybe it's because we were in the future for so long, but I didn't think that a sunrise could ever feel so renewing. Also, guys, I want to quickly bring attention to something while I'm at it, right? Do you guys understand how quality this game was from a DS game? Like, I'm gonna be real, most DS games were sort of just kind of shovelware, which I love shovelware. It's really fun. It's one of my favorite things ever in gaming, right? But the point I'm trying to make is the DS, a console that is so old at this point, it came out in 2004. To put that into perspective, right? I just turned 22 in April 7th. The DS is 1 year younger than me, so the DS itself is 21 years old, right? I got a DS back in, I believe it was 2008, right? So I was about, 5 years old? I was about 5 years old when I first got my DS with Sonic Rush. And the fact of the matter is, right? It's like, we've been, the console's so old now that you sort of start to see it as retro, but like, seeing it as retro is kind of crazy because it's a console I grew up with in my lifetime and had and loved for years until the 3DS came out, you know what I'm saying? I had my original DS Lite from 2008 on up to, was it 2011 the 3DS came out? It was either 2011 or 2012 when the 3DS came out, one of the years. I don't actually remember fully off the top of my head, but this little sucker, even all those years ago, was truly capable of some long games. This game was $30, right? It was $30 back in the day. $30 for all of this content, like a full-fledged game, that is crazy to imagine nowadays. You know what I'm saying? We don't see stuff like that. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, indie games, oh, I just skipped that and I really apologize. But man, indie games just don't compare to me. The sun rises, then it sets. We take that for granted, and that's only natural. But things we take for granted, they're really the most essential things, and they are precious. all I'd ever known in the future. So all I'd ever known is the future's world of darkness. Upon coming to this world and seeing the sun for the first time, it was staggering. Seeing it, it strengthened my resolve to turn history away from a future of darkness. There's one thing that I wanted to ask of you, M. It's about that time in the future when we were confronted by Dialga. Frankly, we were in a no-win situation. There was no hope. We shall be rid of you for all time. This is the end for you. Wehehe. Hey Marvin, Gravile, you can't give up. Yeah, you say not to give up? But what can we possibly do in this bleak situation? We have to think. But when all seemed lost, you refused to give up. Even I had given up. What compelled you? How did you manage to stay so strong? Well, I wonder too. I really don't know. Maybe it's because I'm the one who kept him strong, but maybe it was because Marvin stood by me. Marvin? Take a look at this. This, what could it be? There's an odd pattern inscribed on it. I've never seen anything like it. This pattern is new to me. This is my relic fragment. It's my personal treasure. Anybody remember the relic fragment? It's been a while since we've seen it. It's my dream to one day solve the mystery of this fragment. But I was such a coward. I couldn't even work up enough courage to see if I could apprentice at the guild. It was then that I met Marvin. Marvin? Well, alright. I'm going to believe you, Marvin. Yes, I totally believe in you, Marvin. I know, he's always believed in me. Yes, Marvin was always there to cheer me up. And... scary stuff. But we gotta be brave. And I gotta face up to this. No stopping now, Marvin. It all gave me courage. With Marvin, I felt like I could conquer any challenge. That's how I came to think over time. Maybe that's why I was able to keep going without giving up. Alright, I think I understand what you're saying. Yes, Marvin has a special quality that makes others feel that way. The same way that I care for Marvin as a friend, you, M, also feel that same way about Marvin. So I've got two best friends. Marvin is lucky to be blessed with a friend like you.
That is not correct.
No, I'm not, actually. I hate him. I'm blessed to be friends with you. I'm best to be friends with a friend like you, though, Gravile. Well, it's morning. We should be leaving soon. Yup. I love how I just slept through all that. Alright. It's agreed that we will collect all of the time gears. First, we have to decide which time gear we should target. Let's check the Wonder Map. Oh, the Wonder Map. From here, I guess the underground lake would be the closest. How about Tree Shroud Forest? That was where I got my first time gear the last time. Where is that? Here. It is a little far from here, but there is no one like Yuxi guarding that time gear. Great. If we have to fight someone over a time gear, that would attract attention, but we wouldn't have to worry about that here, right? Exactly. That's settled. That's where we'll go, to Tree Shroud Forest. Okay, boys, let's go ahead and get it then. I'm ready. We're here already. This is it. This is the entrance to Tree Shroud Forest. Oh. What's up, Gravile? The atmosphere somehow feels different from last time. No, I must be imagining it. We'll go in when you are ready. Okay, boys, we're here in Tree Shroud Forest, so I'm gonna save real quick and we'll get right into the dungeon. There should be a time gear at the deepest part of this forest. We're leaving as soon as you are ready. Okay, boys, let's go ahead and get it then. Are you all ready, Marvin? Yes, I am. Alright, we're good to go. Let's get moving. It feels good to be back in the past, though. Tree Shroud Forest 401, right? It does feel really good to be back in the forest. Also, man, Tree Shroud Forest song hits. That's just me personally, though. It hits. Alakazam is right there. Man, Gravile had to do this by himself the first time. What? Oh, we get shops back? We get shops back? That's crazy. I was hoping I sort of just one-shot everything here, but you know, it's not that big a deal. What did you, well, okay, that's cool and all, but you just, yeah, there you go. You just got hurt. Get wrecked. Good night. Okay, boys. It feels so good to be back here to the past, though. I'm gonna be real, you know what I'm saying? I love being back in Tree Shroud Forest. But yeah, without further ado, let the montage commence. Oh my god. Deep Tree Shroud Forest. Guys, this is what I was talking about, guys. This was our first ever 20 floor dungeon. 20 floors. They're only getting longer and longer from here, guys. Oh god. In these later dungeons, this is why I save my reviver seeds, right guys? Because in these later dungeons, this is where you're gonna want to have those reviver seeds. That took me a good 10 to 20 minutes without the editing, right? And it's gonna be long with the montage too, so I might even cut some of it out. Dude, if I would have died at any point there, like on the 17th floor, I would have flipped. I would have flipped out, man, because that is crazy. Thank God I did it first try. What is this? There's no time gear. Time is at a standstill here. But didn't they? Just before we were dragged off to the future with Gravile. Yuxi, me spirit, is Elf. I trusted you, I entrust you with the rest. Yep, we know. We got the time gears back, and we will make sure they're returned to their rightful places. The task is yours. Didn't Yuxi and his friends make a promise? That they put the time gears back to their rightful places? But time remains stopped here. That means the time gears might not be put back to their rightful places yet. We'll see about that. The forest time gear was over here. Oh no, they did put it back. Time just in. But what's this? It's a time gear. There's no mistaking it, but seem to have been stopped. There's no wind. See? These leaves are fixed in place. Time really is stopped here, but the time gear is back where it should be. Why is this happening? Gravile took the time gear. Why are you like flipping out? You know why we took it. Hey, what are you doing? Time has already stopped here. It won't make any difference if I take the time gear now. There's also something that's more worrying. More worrying? What is him talking about? Did he think we were just gonna come here and stare at it? Forget it. Let's leave. Also, M, there's something I'd like you to do. What is it? Before you go back to Sharpedo Bluff, I'd like you to gather some information in Treasure Town. In Treasure Town? Yes. Here's what I want you to find out. Learn everything you can about what's happening in this world right now. Gotcha. I'll go find out. Everyone thinks that you've gone to the future. Therefore, yep, I know. If they found out I'm back, there would be an uproar. I'll keep low and get some news. I'm counting on you. Let's freaking go, boys. We got ourselves a game plan. We got ourselves a plan. There he is. I'm back. I got some news like you wanted. What's the word? The word is not very good. After we went to the future, Yuxi and his friends put back the time gears in their original places. Everyone was happy because they thought time would return to normal, but time remains stuck in those places. Even worse, it's spreading. Time is stopping in and more places. Is that true? Yup, everyone's up in arms because no one can figure out what's going on. Gravile, do you know what's going on? If time is stopping in spreading area, it can only mean one thing. Temporal Tower is starting to collapse. Temporal Tower is collapsing? Correct. Temporal Tower gives its structure to time, so if it is starting to collapse, time itself will collapse in ever-widening areas. This is bad. The problem is accelerating. The planet's paralysis is coming on fast. What? But we have to hurry then. That's right. If we don't hurry, the planet will become fully paralyzed. There's only one way to stop the destruction of time now. We need to gather the time gears. The time gears must be put in place in the Temporal Tower where Dialga lives. But there is a problem. Temporal Tower is located in a place called the Hidden Land. As the name suggests, no one knows where the Hidden Land is. But there isn't any time. That's right. That's why I think we need to split up for now. I'll go collect the time gears. In the meantime, I want you two to search for the Hidden Land. Gotcha. Are you okay with that, Marvin? Yeah, I'm good. Okay then, you are in charge. The Hidden Land is supposedly somewhere in this world. Unfortunately, there are no clues as to where it is exactly. Considering that no one has discovered it yet, we should probably assume that it is quite far away. We must even consider crossing the sea and discover the means to do so. Cross the sea? I'm sorry, I don't have knowledge about how to do that. I'm counting on you. Well, I'll be off to gather the time gears. Good luck. Now, we should go searching too. Let's find the Hidden Land. Okay, so where do we go? So, where should we begin looking? As a start, why don't we think about how we can cross the sea? Well, we just happen to be here at the beach, so... I'm clueless. a word of crossing the sea, I'm not coming up with anything. A way of crossing the sea, I'm not coming up with anything. I said we'd search for the hidden land, but where are we supposed to even begin looking? We have to hurry too. Ugh. It's true, we've got too little information to go on, and we have no time to waste. We have to locate the hidden land as soon as possible. We have to find Temporal Tower, then put the time gear inside it. If we fail to do that, our planet will become paralyzed. We have to stop that, whatever it takes. When you do that, we'll have everything. We need everyone's help. That's it. I'll tell him. I don't know if we should go be talking to everyone. What's up, Marvin? Let's go to Treasure Town. Let's go to Wigglytuff's Guild. Huh? You want to go to Wigglytuff's Guild? Why? We vanished in front of everyone, remember? Well, sure, I bet everyone's really worried about us, and I'm missing everyone too, but everything we saw in the future, everything about Gravile, and about Dusknoir, and even about your past, Marvin, if we tell it all to the Guild, how can they believe us? What do you think, Marvin? Do you think everyone at the Guild will believe us? I don't think everyone will believe us, guys, but you know who will believe us? Sunflora, Bidoof, and Corpfish. I know they'll believe us. I know they will. They'll believe. So you think they'll believe us? Well, you say that, Marvin, but is there a chance they'll believe us? I mean, everyone in this world is convinced that Gravile is the villain. And they think that Dusknoir is a really good Pokemon, right? Everyone especially thinks highly of Dusknoir. I saw the future, but I still didn't want to believe the truth about Dusknoir. But that's not because no one will believe it. That's just because you were too stupid and naive to believe it because you have a kid mind. If we tell everyone the truth, I wonder if they'd be able to accept it. It's true. What M is saying is true. Maybe no one will believe us if we tell them the truth. But it's the only choice we got. Huh? But we should tell them anyway? Why? They might not believe us, right? But why should we tell them anyway? But we should tell them anyway? Yes, tell them. I didn't even get a choice. Why? What makes you think that way, Marvin? We need everyone's help. Everyone's help. I get it. We can't find the hidden land on our own. We do need everyone's help. If we don't get their help, we'll never be able to prevent the planet's paralysis. Marvin? Alright, let's go home to Wigglytuff's Guild. And we'll go back to the guild and tell everyone the truth. I'm pretty certain everyone will be shocked, but I'm also sure they'll understand. Let's go home, Marvin. Back to Wigglytuff's Guild.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Sega Slayer 64, or Editor Sega Slayer 64, or Editor Marvin, whatever you want to call me. I just wanted to quickly address something real quick, and it's probably not that big a deal for most of you guys, but I wanted to say there's not a ton of editing in this video in general. Well, there's a lot of cuts. I cut out a lot of things, but there's not like a ton of memes and funny jokes, and that's mostly because I just didn't feel like that many fit in this episode. This episode was very story heavy. It was a very story heavy, dialogue heavy episode, and I didn't want to take away. I didn't feel like there was any good place to stick in memes. I tried here and there, but I ended up removing a lot of them just because I felt like they ended up taking away from the overall story of the episode and what this story was trying to convey. So that's why there's not a ton of memes and stuff. I tried to fit one or two here in where I could, but like there's just not that many because this episode didn't feel like it needed that many, you know what I'm saying? When I had them in, I had a bunch in at first, and I was like, this sort of feels like it's sorry about that little cut there, but I was like, this sort of feels like it's taking away from the overall like story heaviness of the video itself, of this particular recording and episode. So that's why there's not a lot of like memes associated in the video. I did my fair share of editing. Like I said, I cut out a lot of cringe stuff. I cut out some parts because by this point, this was the third video I had recorded that night. I also want to apologize if I sound a little tired in the video by the end of it. This was the third video I had recorded in that one night, right? So chapter 14, 15, 16, and then I went on to record 17 after this, and I had already been in that spot for like 2 or 3 hours at that point, so I was getting a little bit tired at the end of this video. So I do apologize if I do sound a little tired in the video, but either way, I think it was a good episode. I think you guys hopefully enjoyed it. I don't know, please let me know down in the comments if you did. And yeah, thank you for listening to my message. I just didn't want anyone to be alarmed as to why there wasn't that many memes in this video. But yeah, have a great day, and thanks for checking out the video.